You can listen from your car, even on your couch. They too raw, who NXT? Handing out smackdowns, follow on IG. Plus, it's sponsored by Tag Me a Date. Go to YouTube and sub now for every update. It's all wrestling here. No safe space, now listen in. Time to hear from some of the greats. I'm on my own, against the wall. The pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of crying, they hear me roar. And now I
For me, by far, the best match, the best result, the best feel of all of WrestleMania was this woman right here,
100%.
Bianca Belair, taking down Sasha and becoming the women's champion. Congratulations, Bianca. We will definitely get into that. Welcome, everybody, to the War Report podcast. First show after WrestleMania, so we'll call it the new year. And it's a very exciting time. Vinnie Mac is joining us now. But welcome, everybody, to a new year of the War Report. Great news today. Amanda will be returning for the most part full time. So it is always an honor and a privilege to have you on our show. And man, do we have a lot to talk about. We had a lot of wrestling this past week to dive into in a short amount of time. It definitely, I want to start off with how great was it just the fact that there were fans. If there was ever a question of how important or how much of a difference or an impact a crowd would make when it comes to the world of professional wrestling, the proof was in the pudding, because for the first time in a very long time, the hairs stuck up and I got some goosebumps. And it started Saturday night at the very beginning of the show.
Yes.
Where I got to hear Vince McMahon not only thank the universe for staying with him and sticking with it and being there virtually, but we got to hear in the classic Vince McMahon voice, "Welcome to WrestleMania." And it finally, and then I'll shut up and I'll let everyone take a turn. But last week I said the one issue that I was having is that we are now officially on the final road, the final week of WrestleMania, and I'm not feeling this. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting that WrestleMania feel like, holy shit, it's coming. It's going to be here this week. But the minute I heard Vince McMahon say that, it changed for me. Mm-hmm. I give it to the panel.
I agree wholeheartedly with that intro by Vince. I love the welcome to WrestleMania.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just something so small, but it's the way it's said. It's the passion behind it, and it's Vincent fucking McMahon. Yeah. No matter what we say or how much we shit on Vince because he's getting old, getting out of it, we still wouldn't even have a podcast to talk about if it wasn't for Vince McMahon.
There wouldn't be a product, anything, if it wasn't for all that he contributed and everything. And like you even said the same thing, like, we were like, okay, great. Yeah. But the minute that all started, even, what was it, BB Rexa with her version of God Bless America, it was amazing. It finally felt like, to quote The Rock, but, we're back home,
And the staging, the backdrop surrounding the pirate ship, it was just so perfect, and in that respect,
that ship was amazing on those two nights.
It was so great, and the stuff that they did in the sky, and I mean, it's just when it comes to WrestleMania, it is about the little things, especially when you've been watching for as long as we all have. We find these little things. We'll critique or we'll promote these little things, and I have to say, Sasha Bianca aside, and again, we'll get into all that. for me, and I think the panel would agree here, Saturday, surprisingly, was the better night of WrestleMania.
Easily.
Hands
I mean-
down.
down.
Even if there was no Sasha Bianca, the booking, the setup, the card, it just, to me, I got that WrestleMania, and then it ended and I said, oh man, now we have WrestleMania Sunday. And then we got about halfway through and I said, wow, Saturday was a better show. Now, granted, there's the obvious that ruined Sunday for me right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Again, we'll get to that. So,
They slapped you. They did not
God.
let you get away.
We'll be talking about.
Slapped you right out of the gate.
I have some things to say, but maybe we should, I don't know where the fuck we start now. Do we go back and we talk about Stand and Deliver? Do we start off with who won? Or do we just dive into Mania? What do you guys want to do?
I would need to know who won because this has been killing me since you guys had the numbers. So
Oh, we need to find out here.
But I think
I'll kick
Drum roll.
I'll kick this off to make it nice and easy. The winners of both nights, then we can go for the year. How's that sound?
you got to start with, hold on. You got to start with Stand and Deliver.
I will. That's actually where I was starting.
Oh, are you going all the way? Yeah.
I know I have it. I have it up here.
So you don't need me to read it?
he's the brain.
Stand up and
This. You see
actually,
this?
I'm gonna start off with who actually outright won the Stand and Deliver. Easy, and I will pull up the rest of them in a second. With
I
a
have a feeling
perfect
that
score,
Yeah.
Eric.
Hey.
The fucking kid, one kid on our podcast who doesn't even watch anymore gets a perfect fucking score. How does that happen?
He's the
I don't.
NXT whisperer.
Yeah, he whispers the sweet nothings into
He knows about NXT.
Hunter's ear.
Holy
and
shit.
He's like, "Hey, it's Trips. This guy's going over."
Oh, and there's
All right,
Chairman.
I'm
Now
sorry.
you know it's going to be a good year. We got the chairman back.
Oh my God.
Chip.
All right, so
I tried.
all right,
There it
I
is.
tried.
All right, so
There
next,
you go.
That's like when Bret Hart tried to woo. Woo.
Yeah. All right. Not to toot my own horn, I got second.
On Stand and Deliver.
Steve. Yep.
Nice.
I got
Steve in third. Yep, with 8.
Not too
And
shabby.
Not too
No.
shabby.
Good.
Ironically, you entered it twice and got the same score with both forms.
I did it twice.
Yeah, you have 2.
I didn't do it twice.
Oh, then it must have submitted twice. I was
That's
gonna say
interesting.
that's pretty funny.
Could you imagine if like one I got them all wrong and one I got them all all right? I'm making an executive decision. We're going with the
Right,
one I'm
yeah.
all right.
Of course.
And
So anyway, carry
tied for third with Vince and Kat at 6. And
I'll take it.
bringing up the rear, Amanda at 3.
Fucking right.
I'm shocked you and I got 6. I'm shocked you and I got 6 with how much we were complaining during the show.
Amanda did it purposely because she wants that Divas title.
I wish that was the case.
It was subconscious.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, keep it moving. What do we got?
I'm
So
moving.
now we're on Raw. All right, Mania.
Yep, Mania. Hold on. It's deciding that it wanted to reload on me, so give me 1 second. All right. For WrestleMania, we have a tie for first place with Steve and Eric. Somehow,
Look at that.
some way.
Look at Steve's face.
I'm so excited.
So now, is this all of Mania or is this night one
This
and
is-
then night?
Both. I had one form, so
No shit.
2022. Wow.
night 1 and 2.
Look at me. It's about fucking time.
None of us actually did really good for Mania. This is the total point
Thank you
allotted
for
was
that.
16.
You're already
So-
shitting on my parade. Let me have a moment.
I missed half, so I'm not going to complain.
Fucking
Yeah,
guy.
you know that.
This fucking guy.
What did
All right,
Steve have? 9?
Yep, 9.
Out of how
Wow.
many matches?
16.
Wow,
possible
that's
points.
horrible.
I know. Night 2 sank my score. I was doing
You were
I was
celebrating.
doing great, and then it just was like, no.
All right, so after Steve, who's next?
We got another tie for second with me and Vince.
Oh, Maron.
Come
Okay.
on.
Third place, Kat at 7. Fourth, Sam at 6. And Amanda at 4.
I'll take it. Wow.
See, now I'm really gonna say it. Fuck Roman Reigns. No.
Right?
Bronson
I was
Reed
kidding.
fucked my whole takeover up because I didn't pick him to win that 6-pack thing, and then I picked the challenger to beat Gargano, so he double fucked me.
That's right. We both took Swerve, right?
Yeah, I took Swerve. I didn't know Swerve was a heel.
I got that
Swerve
one
was a
right
heel.
too.
Hey, Swerve.
Yeah, I didn't go with Swerve. I went.
Who is Swerve?
You went with
What is
Bronson Reed.
Swerve?
Swerve.
I went with
Isaiah
Bronson.
Swerve
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
So all right. So let's. All right. So we.
With all the with all the
Where are we
tag
at?
teams
Who
being-
won?
Wait. Start from the bottom. Start from the bottom and work your way up to first.
Give me 1 second. I gave it to Vince. I didn't have it pulled up.
Oh, okay.
Vince,
Did
if you
want me
Go right ahead.
I want to read it up. I want to.
I feel it's a little more appropriate.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. You need access. Oh, I'm signed in as the wrong person on Google Drive. Let me go to me. Request access. Oh no, I don't have access.
All right, give me 1 second. I got this.
Who is the loser?
Amanda, he says I got this, and he's never seen Sons of Anarchy. Really?
I'm just just crapping in everyone's Cheerios.
Seriously.
We're building
Tell me I
anticipation.
lost.
I know.
Did we lose Chairman already? That was quick.
You did, yeah. I know, right?
You rage quit out.
We scared him with all the talk of this pick'em thing.
All right.
Do I have access now?
Once it's loading,
Oh
but
I
so
love this because we're getting closer to.
we are
Steve's
so
level.
unprepared right now.
We're so close to getting Steve freaking out like he did that one other time, but it wasn't on. That time wasn't on camera.
Hang on, I'm grabbing a beer for this one.
don't worry, I'm
Ryan,
about to throw my computer through the wall.
You're fucking killing me right now.
Killing me, bro.
Seriously.
All right,
can't-
bro.
I have access
Got it.
now.
All right, here
I
we
have-
go.
No, I got.
Ryan's
I got
doing
You
it.
got it. Read
Fuck
it,
it, I'm
Ryan.
doing live.
From the bottom.
Yeah,
From the bottom, our Divas Belt champion, Amanda.
There it is. Congratulations.
That was what she wanted.
Just edging out by 9 points. Sam.
Chip.
All right, Chairman. Keep going.
I'm sorry, I'm doing it in my head. Following that, Kat at 87.
Nice.
Then Eric at 92.
Whoa, we're getting up there now.
Yep.
Steve, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
And Steve
wants this one.
edging out Eric by 1 point
Oh.
at 93.
So, for the record, I'm the winner.
Nope.
Oh,
We're going
You won
upward,
again?
brother.
Ryan
You're
won
fired.
again.
Hold on a
You're-
second.
you're fired.
Yeah.
At
whatever.
me with 99.
I want somebody to
won?
check the math. He's doing it in his head. I'm calling
Wait,
bullshit.
wait. Who's so? Wait a minute. Where did I? You didn't even say where I was.
I'm gonna. It would kill all the suspense, brother.
Oh, okay.
It's already killing me.
What did I
And
get?
at Vince at 96.
Oh, so you won, you rat bastard.
Yep.
I want a review of the numbers.
I'm working on that. You can.
All right, well, we'll review them.
All my
later.
math is
Great.
there.
I want to recount this
I
election.
want to
was rigged.
recap. The election was rigged. Yes, the election was rigged. This is horseshit. Even if it is accurate, I came in second. That's the best I've ever done, so I'll take it.
Third.
Yeah.
Third.
I can't.
Wait, who was second? I thought I
Vince-
was 98.
Vince.
No,
Oh, wait, I am
93.
96. Oh, you had
93. He was 96.
Wait,
It's
what?
Ryan, Vince, you, then me, then Sam, then Eric, then Sam, then Amanda. I'm mid card again. I'm cool.
That was a massive shit on my Cheerios.
He was so happy. He thought he won.
I did. I got a little excited. I was like, holy
I
shit,
thought
I
he did
really came
too.
back that
The
many.
one
I didn't
where
think I had a prayer going in, but there were a lot of points up for grabs.
Now me and
There were a ton of points,
That's crazy.
but me and Vince didn't bomb too badly.
So wait, so the final number was 99, you said, right? For you?
Correct.
What was the possible total you could have gotten?
Ooh.
oh no, now you're just gonna do more math.
I
All
gotta
right,
do-
let's
I
save
understand.
that.
get back to you on that
Yeah,
one.
but it's count.
Tim, put that together and send it to us in the group chat afterwards because it's already a quarter after and we have a lot of fucking wrestling to go.
Electoral college versus our popular vote here.
Holy shit. What do you guys want to talk about in regards to Stand and Deliver? We should probably do a quick little and then move right on to Mania because there's just too much to cover in 45 minutes.
Raquel Gonzalez and Io Shirai.
One of the best matches of the night by far.
Amen.
I was pretty convinced that Raquel was going to win. So that wound up coming true. I thought the match was fantastic all around. I think Io looked fantastic, and I'm wondering if she's about to get called up, and maybe that's why they took it off of her. If that does happen, I'm just hoping that she doesn't,
One Oscar.
Well, listen,
Yeah, she doesn't end up like
Asuka. Well, listen. To be honest, if you wind up ending up like Asuka, that's not the worst thing in the world. Your treatment is pretty shitty, but you've had many title runs. You've had tag titles. She is considered to be a main event player. I do think it's kind of shitty, even though, even in my pick, I felt that Asuka was going to lose again at Mania. I really wanted Asuka to win, but for whatever reason, they're not big on giving Asuka the win at Mania, which I guess we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Sasha, though.
But just a quick thing on Stand and Deliver. Anything besides that match that stuck out to anyone? I thought I thought that match was great.
Very good.
Yeah.
I love Balor's entrance for
Yes.
the main event.
Yeah, the entrance was good. I thought all the matches were pretty solid. I mean, there really wasn't a bad match. I liked the skull backdrop and all that. I thought it was a decent show.
That
Was there
reminded
anything
me
that?
of Survivor Series '98 Deadly Game?
Yes, good call.
And did you notice that the eyes would change for every their Titantron? The eyes would change.
I did notice that.
That was cool.
I did
The
that.
unsanctioned match was good. Needed, like
that
me
was-
and Vince were saying in the chat, needed blood.
Yes,
needed blood and it went
definitely.
way
We did,
too long.
yeah.
Went way too. Here's the thing: it wouldn't have needed blood if it was only 20 minutes long. When it's 40
Yeah.
minutes long and these guys are hitting each other in the face and the head and all this stuff, someone needs to bleed.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was
Not
good.
not Ric Flair stuffed pig, but
Right. What about
there
Walter?
needed to be something.
I mean,
Yeah,
Adam
Walter
Cole
and
got
Champions
a
were-
little cut on his arm, so.
Oh no! But his girlfriend, fiance, whatever,
Oh,
was split open.
yeah.
They were unfortunate in the timing because they were right on the heels of the girls' Falls Count Anywhere match.
Yeah,
So, and-
another unsanctioned match.
Right. With Adam Cole and Britt Baker being involved, there were always going to be comparisons, and Britt Baker's match was better.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, there was no question that I liked that women's match better. But not that they did a bad job. I just think that with the additional blood and some of the other stuff they did, I liked it. What I did
It
like
adds
was
drama.
yeah, what I liked about that was that Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole did the Taz choking out Bam Bam Bigelow spot. Only they're both a quarter of the size of those guys. Yeah, but it's a good spot where they put on the choke and then they fall through the stage. But
Oh, that was it.
Stand and Deliver was solid.
I don't
feel like
even
everything
remember
like
Stand
that.
and Deliver anymore.
I know. I remember Tommaso Ciampa got
Much.
the shit beat out of him by Walter.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I mean, it was just it's another thing where they,
That was one I got wrong too, because fucking Walter's had the belt for like 2 fucking years. I figured, by now they're gonna take it off of him.
Not only that, though, it was just like it was a beating.
Yeah.
They're
We're gonna
They-
have him move to the States, Walter. So what would he have done if he lost it? And if Ciampa won it, then they're not going to move him over to the UK.
That's a fair point.
But the guys had the
Right.
title for 2 years, and it's
But it
WrestleMania.
just came out this
These are
week
the time
too.
for title changes.
It just came out this week too that Walter is actually training people backstage now, though, for NXT. So that's kind of why I even thought maybe he was gonna drop it.
Yeah, weird.
It's the WWE. That there's always weird decisions being made.
True.
Definition. It isn't WWE without the weird.
So staying
Speaking
where
of
we're-
weird,
speaking of weird, we've got WWE WrestleMania, which started with a rain delay, which has never ever happened before in the history of ever.
First ever history. That was so funny to see Cole and Samoa Joe in ponchos.
Oh my god! I was like, "What are you doing to these?" Joe's like a killer, and you have him dressed up in this poncho.
Well, but the good news is there's rumors that now that he was pulled from the announce team, that maybe that means that he finally got cleared and he's going to be making a return.
Oh Lord, I would love to see him
Hey,
against Bobby Lashley.
let's
hope
so.
Because
I would
Bobby
really
Lashley
like that.
sucks.
See, now I would love that, like a Samoa Joe and Keith Lee.
Yeah,
I'd still like Joe and Reigns.
Samoa Joe versus Samoa Joe. Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, but you can't put him against Reigns because Samoa Joe's not at that level to beat Reigns yet. Nobody is. So
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Those are fighting words.
it's the truth.
We're having the
You
same
have to
Roman
acknowledge
Reigns
him.
problem we had in 2016, and now he's a heel instead of a babyface. It's like he doesn't sell enough. He wins too much. He doesn't put anybody over. This is the same shit we've been going through for the last 5 years. This fucking guy. They had
Yeah,
it
but
figured
as
out.
a bad
and then
guy,
they-
that's what you're supposed to do.
I like him a lot better as a heel. I think it's much
Definitely.
different than it was. I'm not happy with
Here's
the
the
fact that he
problem.
won because I would have liked to see Edge get what he deserved. But at the end of the day,
So we're gonna jump way ahead to the end because nobody gives a fuck about most of the shit. WrestleMania the first night was okay. WrestleMania the second night was horse shit that nobody liked. So why fucking bother?
well, no,
we're
there's
gonna-
some things we got to cover for
gotta
sure.
cover something.
But
Yeah.
so Steve, here's my problem with the Roman Reigns thing: is he can't win a match by himself, and then he cheats, and then the commentary at the end says, "What a brave performance by the head of the table, the strongest wrestler, the best wrestler who did it all by himself with nobody's help. Look at how
yeah, but-
dominant this guy is, having 6
that's-
guys cheat for him."
But
But
dude,
it's
that's
the
being a
commentary.
fucking heel. That's
What if
being
the
a heel.
commentary- Right, but what if the commentary said Roman Reigns, that despicable bad guy who has to have people cheat for him all, when is he ever going to get his comeuppance? They don't
But
say
then
that.
how's
They
that
say
Roman
Roman Reigns
fault?
is the
That's
greatest.
Because
not
it's
the
more
greatest.
because it's more heelish to do
But
to
why
get him
are the
over more as a
objective-
heel because people will hate that. You
Why
know
are
what I
the-
mean?
Why is the commentary saying this though?
But the
Because that means the
commentary's
commentary.
And-
I'll
is
split the
watching
difference
something
actually.
happen. But they're watching
There
something
should
happen
the
and they're
heel
saying the
talker
opposite.
should be saying that, but the face commentators should be doing the JR. Oh God, that bastard!
Go back
Somebody-
to the
there has
Bobby
to be
Heenan
one
Gorilla
guy.
Monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon.
You're
would
never
always
going to
say-
have that again. You're never going to have
What
that
is this?
dynamic
Why-
again.
Besides
why can't
that-
they
Besides that, Vince, your problem is that you're not respecting me as the head of the table.
Oh, Jesus.
That's your problem. Is that you're overthinking it.
That's funny.
I think we all got
I
some
was
good
not
points
ready
here.
for that.
I think we all got good points here, but
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna side with Steve on this one and Amanda.
Holy
which is
shit.
extremely rare, but I'm gonna side with him. What Reigns is doing right now with his promos and on his mic is fucking
Best he's
incredible.
ever been.
The guy is
But then
on point. He's so good. If you catch his little nuances, he's so fucking good that Paul Heyman looks at him like he's a baby that just grew up and went to college.
It's
He's
not.
like,
It's
it's
not the
so
work that
fucking
Roman
good.
But it's not the work that Roman's doing. It has to do more with the fact. I mean, I know for Vince, screw the Daniel Bryan part because we need to take that whole part out of Vince's
Yeah, but
equation.
Daniel Bryan is
WrestleMania
just
is
Mecha
the
Godzilla. That's all he is.
He was right. He was a throwaway. There was no
That's
reason
it.
for him to be in there.
But WrestleMania, like you said, you ended night one on this huge highlight for Bianca Belair to take the title. Like
that huge high note.
right.
And
Who
then
wants to leave WrestleMania, with the exception of a few people here, with a wah wah
But
wah?
with the heels, no world.
It
title
wasn't that
change
bad.
at WrestleMania.
But that's hold on.
The
Stop.
ending
That-
was good.
That decline.
Woo!
Hold on. Stop.
no, I'm talking like the
Ryan,
emotional high. I'm sorry.
At the end of the day, I said it from the beginning. Saturday was much better than Sunday.
For sure.
Yes, there was a feeling of this from Saturday to Sunday. I agree. But at the end of the day, that's not Roman Reigns' fault. That triple threat match happened to be a great fucking match. I thought it was one of the better matches. But here's the thing. Vince, you keep saying, and then he can't win alone and he can't do this and he can that. Let's remember one thing. He does what the writers tell him to do. It's
Right,
not
but
a
that's the
Roman
problem
Reigns
now.
issue. It's a writer's issue.
This isn't heat on
Right.
Roman Reigns, though. That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
We're
what I'm
talking about
the
that
way-
this
right.
is a WrestleMania ending, and it was a heel successful title defense. How many successful title defenses are there normally at the end of WrestleMania, especially when it's your first time back in front of a live crowd? The entire audience didn't get a chance to see Edge win in person in the Royal Rumble. This was his comeback moment.
But Kat,
But then
what
what
you're
you're-
talking about, go ahead, Amanda.
Destroy the title because what you're going to give it to Edge and
Exactly.
he retire the next day? No, you keep it on the guy who is elevating
Exactly.
right now.
Yeah, but he's not
Everybody
retiring the
knows
next
Roman
day. This was.
But
10
he's not
years before
retiring
he had to
anytime
retire.
soon.
The problem is that we all living off the nostalgia. We want Edge to win it because that's our time, but we're not looking at it from a product perspective of now. The ending was actually pretty damn good. That match was fucking fantastic. Those guys put on some serious spots and made shit work for what they had. That's what it
Right,
is.
but then he
I'm not
dragged
saying
two guys
anything
over and
from
pinned
that.
both of them.
But what is the alternative? So you're telling me, I know the answer to this. It's fucking rhetorical, but you guys obviously want Edge to, with the fucking belt again.
No, I have a suggestion. If we're
I
going to
get-
keep all the, I have a
Ah.
real suggestion that keeps the finishes the same.
I don't want to
Put
see
the
it with
Roman
the belt.
Put the Roman Reigns match as the main event of Saturday, and put the Bianca Belair match as the main
Yeah.
event on Sunday. So
Now
the
that we
last-
can agree. I wouldn't
the
have a
last
problem with
image
that.
of WrestleMania
That's fair.
is the big because that's the if they're gonna have Roman Reigns win or lose, whatever. Don't
Yep.
have the, don't close out WrestleMania with a heel
Yep.
beating both guys so badly he pinned both guys. You can't do anything with either of these fucking guys
That
anymore.
shit was
He
very- I
pinned
love that
both
shit.
of them.
It's
I
not.
was so happy.
It wasn't the finish. Again, like he just said, if they had done it differently Saturday, Sunday, probably would have a totally
you just
different
don't
feeling
want-
about it.
Maybe, but I think that we this is like infinite regression here. We could say whatever. Like
This is the season
you
finale.
could have
Shut up,
ended
Autumn.
with fucking anything. I don't know.
This is the
I
season
still think it
finale.
would have been the same. If we would have been complaining about Saturday night's ending, if it was fucking on Saturday night, if it was on Sunday, we would have did the same.
But
shit.
I would have looked at it.
We know
different-
that. No,
I would have
you
looked
wouldn't
at it
have.
differently.
You're only saying
I
that
would
now
say it
because
was
you
meant
wanted
on
something.
Well, now hold on. I have to somewhat agree with Sam on this too.
Oh,
Hold on. No.
What a weird night.
So he's saying
no.
It is a new year.
he's saying right now, he's saying that your feeling would be the same whether it was Saturday or Sunday. One of the reasons why I do somewhat agree with that statement is because the bigger issue, especially for Kat and Vince right now, is that they feel that because Edge won the Rumble, he should have won the big one at WrestleMania. What's the point of being the Royal Rumble winner if you don't get the payoff in the end?
But
To
why-
a point, I understand that. To the other point, though, winning the Royal Rumble is an accomplishment in itself.
yes.
it's also not a guarantee that you win
Can I-
the belt.
Yes.
Correct.
Not
I
gonna-
agree.
Add a little
I got to
more.
pick it back off of that real quick. I have to.
Go ahead, Sam. I'll
So
wait for
what
you.
would have been a bigger pop? His fucking return at the Rumble or him winning the belt at WrestleMania?
Return at the Rumble.
Of course.
Oh, the
So he
Royal
already got it.
because that
He
was-
already got it. That was
I
his
think-
moment. He got the moment. What else do we
Can I add
need?
2 points?
But he didn't get a moment at WrestleMania last year when he wrestled Randy Orton because there was no freaking audience. It was
Oh.
quiet in the performance center.
Yeah, but we got to see them fight on top of a truck for 2 fucking hours. Okay, big deal.
Exactly my point. Big fucking deal. So this should have been a big fucking deal.
Can I
Yeah,
can I
kinda
say one
treated
other?
like that. It didn't happen.
Mind if I cut in?
Let me just say one quick thing,
Go ahead.
and then Ryan, it's all yours. I just want to say this. You want to know why it was also a great finish to a WrestleMania? Because it's getting people like us fired up and having a debate on the podcast, a heated one, more so than usual, and how many others are having the same discussion. So it keeps you wanting to come back and find out where the fuck is it going to go next. Ryan,
I fell
go
asleep
ahead.
before Raw last night, FYI, so it didn't make me interested in what was happening next. Go
Well,
ahead,
and
man.
we'll get to Raw. we'll get to Raw also, because other than a couple things, it was not a Raw after
Thursday,
Mania
take me
feel.
15 minutes.
I'll add one thing to your point, Steve. They're going to make a storyline out of it. They're already putting the pieces together for Friday Night SmackDown to add on to the story. But my big issue with it is Edge didn't get the one-on-one match, which typically for the Rumble winner,
Yeah.
get the one-on-one.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
That I agree with. I didn't like that either.
So if you're
the
Go ahead.
assumption was wrong that Edge wasn't going to get cheered and Roman, like I don't know.
Hold on.
the assumption
Edge
that he was
wrong.
looking old was wrong.
He didn't have to pick Roman. He knew he was going to lose. Whoever picked Roman, they knew that
Yeah, he
they
could
were
have had a
gonna
much
lose.
easier
He
match.
could've
Well, I don't.
fucking picked Bobby Lashley and won, but no.
Did Edge actually pick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Roman?
picked Roman.
No, I mean
Yeah.
I'm not talking story.
Oh no, I mean, but I'm just saying he speared him and then pointed the sign.
Oh, I know. I'm going.
Can I send
I'm
us
not
down-
going meta here. I'm going
can I
very
send us
meta.
down- I want to send us down a different rabbit hole. I know you guys are all high on the Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair match. It was great to see her get the belt. But
Oh, no.
would you say Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match over Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks match?
No.
No,
I would.
No.
I was impressed. That
That
shit
was
was
a good
awesome.
match.
I enjoyed the match.
But it wasn't that
That-
caliber.
That was a hell of a fucking
I
match.
enjoyed the match.
That
I'll
was
give
a
you
hell
that.
of a match.
But you can't sit there and tell me that you had more emotion and more investment in that over Sasha and Bianca.
No.
I didn't when we already knew what was going to happen. It wasn't really.
But it's the rest.
But you know what? It's even
The
it's
wrestling
it's
and
all
the emotion. Those are the two things here. A good
I
match
actually
versus-
picked
What,
Sammy
but what
because-
stood out in that match? Honestly, give me 3 spots that stood out with that match.
you know what though? Hold on. I'll say
I
this.
want to answer.
It's
I want
not
to answer this.
it's
please,
not
please.
it's not so much spots. You have to look at it full
No,
circle.
I
Hold
get
on.
the story.
The match
We're all on
the
that.
match started with the two of them, the bell rings, and Bianca starts crying in the middle of the ring. That's
I
how
know,
real it
okay,
was.
I hate
You had that kind of
Come
I hate
on.
it.
see,
You're
I don't hate that. I
You're
thought that was
throwing the- wait.
amazing.
So if
Shawn
you and
Michaels
I are
The
in the,
realism
Shawn
to the
Michaels
show.
tried
You-
once, and
hold
now
on.
everybody has to do it. Shawn
Hold
Michaels
on.
tried once, now everybody does it. I
yeah,
get
but
it.
he
you're
tried
stupid.
at the
But he
end. He tried at the end when he had the
In the
fucking
match,
belt.
no.
And in the beginning of the
He didn't cry
match.
before the match. He didn't cry before the match. Thank you, Chairman.
Listen. If you're telling me that if I'm in the main event of WrestleMania versus Steve, right, and he's pulling his bullshit and I start crying, you guys are gonna respect me? Fuck that. No fucking way.
Amanda, go
No,
ahead.
Fucking
totally different.
Amanda,
Totally
go ahead.
different, darling. Sorry.
First of all,
Can I put a
Hold on,
quote in
Ryan.
Sam's? I'm
Amanda,
sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I need a shot of fucking whiskey after hearing this shit.
okay. This is a year plus that these women have not seen fans. Now they have the fans behind them because these are two black women who are main eventing WrestleMania. That is where that emotion.
No, but I
Amen.
understand that. But I'm not taking that away. What I'm saying is, he just said that if you start the match by crying, you're immediately emotionally invested. That makes
No,
no fucking
That's not,
sense to me.
that's
Absolutely.
not what he
You're-
said at all. Sorry.
Thank
Now
you.
I have to defend Steve. Jesus
Thank you.
Christ.
Working you up, right? Like that's the whole thing. The Chairman's just working you up. Like
No, you're just emotional.
Guys, it's a fucking work. Take it easy.
God, I can see. Could you not tell?
How did you not see it?
I could tell.
It was so easy. Oh my God.
You really think? Yeah. Hello.
He swerved you all. close.
Look at Kat. Kat is hot right now. Kat is hot right now. She got the heat.
I always bring the heat, baby.
Amanda's so bad.
When
There's
you-
a lot of heat right now. I love it.
whether all jokes aside, if you go back and you think about watching the 24 they did on her and all the shit she's been through coming up and getting to where she is now and getting through some really bad disorders and working through them and then meeting Montez and going through the whole thing and then seeing her win the Rumble And then you say, wow, they're giving her the ball. They did the docuseries on her. They're going to do this, to that. Then she gets to Mania against Sasha Banks, who is arguably considered one of the best.
Yep.
They're toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring, and her raw emotion comes out. To me, it's not a matter of respect or no respect. To me, it's a matter of realism. That was how she really felt in the moment, that, oh, my God, they gave me the main event on Saturday night, and they're giving me the win.
And not for nothing,
You know-
Edge had that same emotion when he came in at number 21 last year.
Yes, well, yes, but that's different. That's a Royal Rumble match. My whole thing is
He's at it again.
it's different. It's different. Well, no, honestly, though. All right. So we get all that. I agree. Emotion, blah, blah, blah. Right? Whatever you want to say. Now, rate the match out of 10, an actual wrestling match for the main event of WrestleMania. Honestly.
I'd
That's
give
what
it
I
an
wanna-
8.5, 9.
Yeah.
I was going to go 7.5, 8. Yeah.
I'm with Kat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
fair.
more the significance behind the match as much as maybe some of the rest, except for the hair shot, though. That was fucking fantastic.
I was gonna say
Well, they
leave
had
the
to-
one spot.
Right,
That's
they
fun.
had
Oh my
to do
god.
something. They had to do something to save the match because it was garbage.
Oh, come on.
They started to do a tilt-a-whirl dance to get her finisher to work, and fuck that spot up too. Come on,
Not as
come
bad
on!
as
Did you not see it?
Sam, I'm just going
I
to say,
know you saw it.
Sam, don't post your address because Amanda is going to be at your front door.
I have multiple addresses. It's okay.
Sam, we started off the year so good that we were actually connecting and agreeing for
Listen,
a change.
but we can connect. Why
and then
can't we
you
connect?
fucking killed it.
But why can't we agree to disagree?
We
To
can
say to
agree
me
to-
that if you don't play it back right now, take out the emotional, all the other shit, and telling me that match was grade A, no way, no way.
Actually, I'll rebuke what you just said.
Oh boy.
Take the crowd out. Watch Rock Hogan. Is that a good match?
That
Yeah,
match is shit. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
Hogan was never a great wrestler.
Oh, I
we all
know.
know that.
I
Hogan's
wasn't
been
saying
doing this-
anything.
he's been doing the
without
same
the
6 spots
talent.
for his whole career. That's it.
I really liked
But-
the Pirate Hogan. That was my favorite.
Yeah,
That's
that
what,
was pretty funny.
that was.
But can we
worse.
make fun of Michael Cole for 1 second?
Oh, Michael Cole
screwing
saying
up
she
the-
kicked out. What
Yeah.
the fuck was that about?
We've got James for real on Periscope talking about that was superb. I assume
was.
he's referring to, you know,
Us fighting or Sasha?
right.
All of it.
I
Let's
think
take
he's talking
credit.
about us.
But thank you for listening and checking us out.
Thank you.
I need listen, since we're still a little fired up, we might as well continue because
Oh, you want to talk about that shitty Randy Orton Fiend match?
so all right.
Let's throw gasoline on the fire.
Oh, God, here we go.
Everybody
I
just grabs
loved that match.
You open Sunday with this match. Okay, if you're not last, best to be first. Okay,
How,
I'm good.
how are we skipping over Bad Bunny right now?
We will
we're
get
just-
there.
Yeah, well,
Well, because Bad Bunny's going to be very positive in my
Right, we
opinion.
don't have
That's going to get a good review. This is
And
that's coming up next.
and
Not
I'm
so much.
I'm still a little hot, but I promise you, I have some things that I want to say about that too because we disagreed on some things, and but
we need the power of positivity after this negativity.
it was Bianca and Sasha.
Yeah, of
So
course.
yes, I agree.
does not
But
agree with the chairman.
so you started off. Orton's got new gear, looks awesome. So I'm
Does.
like, okay, I can get in on this. Orton comes out, does his thing, right? Then Bliss comes out, looking great. Loved it, right? She comes out, does her thing. We see this Jack in the Box, she's doing the thing. Okay, I'm totally with it. And we all know what's happening. He's going to come up the top, whatever. And then I see how close it is to the ring. So I already know he's going to leap in, do an Austin off the fucking beer machine. And, so
It was the
Entrance.
Zamboni.
thank you. Entrance was great. Enjoyed that. Gets right into business. I'm enjoying the back and forth. I like how we're getting the other Fiend back. It was kind of corny the way
Yeah.
they did the transformation, but whatever. So they're doing their thing, and then Bliss does her thing and ultimately cost Fiend the match. It was over in about 5 minutes, and the Fiend loses his return match. So pretty fucking pissed. about the booking, and then I find out that that was not the original plan, and that changed pretty damn fucking close to the start of Mania. So don't know what the fucking logic was behind that. Now, there is a theory floating around that this is really her full transformation into Sister Abigail. They're also saying possibly that she can only control the Fiend. She can't control somebody that's not the Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
So the theory is Bo Dallas put on the mask and was in that match, and she knew it, so she cost it because she was really protecting the real Fiend, and that's how you bring Bo in, which I'm intrigued by, but they got to do a better job of doing it than how I'm explaining it.
That's not happening. Bo Dallas is not getting on TV.
But then Bliss had her little promo on Raw explaining, which really didn't explain anything. And then, you know, I don't know. So I'm very confused about the whole thing. I don't like how they're splitting them already because the two of them together, to me, there's no reason why this can't continue for quite a while.
My jokes don't go over. I don't care. Everybody, I don't care. He does not care. I don't care. I don't care.
It's kind of how I feel about this whole Fiend thing right now. I don't.
All right, well, then go ahead and take over.
I'm saying, it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't.
None.
I agree.
No. Now to figure. Here's the problem. Again,
that was the one thing I was looking forward to, and it was like the biggest disappointment of the night for me.
Yeah.
Well, first every Fiend match is a disappointment. They just destroyed him, and I don't understand because
then they brought back that stupid fucking red light. What the hell, you know?
I got it. Then I was like, maybe he'll win because the red light is back, and that means it's like a real Fiend match. But
right.
No.
Or what I thought was. I thought they were in trouble because they started off calling it a box-like structure instead of calling it a Jack in the Box. Like,
maybe Jack in the Box is copyrighted.
Maybe it's copyrighted. Oh wow!
And they don't want to get the copyright strikes on YouTube.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's probably all they're hoping for is to get millions of views on YouTube. Like, oh my God, this was a trash fire. Watch the trash fire.
No, here's what I don't understand because again, WrestleMania to me is supposed to be the season finale.
Yeah,
the season finale is that, and you have to go, and you have to watch the next day, figure out what the fuck that even was.
Yeah, you set the guy on fire in his revenge.
And then we still don't really know what's happening.
And he lost to a wrestling move. The guy had to be set on fire to get killed, and then you beat him with a wrestling move. James, Bliss shot at Ripley. Oh no, that'll
eventually.
I agree with that. I think that's definitely going to happen. Yeah. I don't think anytime, like in the very near future, but I think it's definitely happening.
And then that fucking living doll thing that she introduced is going to do
Lily.
a frog splash onto Rhea Ripley, and then that's how Alexa's going to win is because the doll.
It's going to eat Rhea Ripley's face.
But my biggest thing is what's the logic in splitting the two up?
Because they fucking hate Bray Wyatt. I don't know what this man did to them. What did he do to them that they just... And
think about how much money he's making them now.
Haven't they been there together for about a year now? Don't they usually reset the clock anyway?
Has it been? I don't think it's been a year.
I don't think it's been even if it has been a year, does it really matter?
I think they stopped together, the program right after Mania.
I don't know.
No, it was after the Braun Strowman Bray Wyatt match, and that was, I want to say...
Yeah, he got moved to SmackDown.
It was in September.
Mania, right?
It was in SummerSlam, wasn't it?
Yeah, so probably the 2 months afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the summer when that started, when they had their match, and she showed up like a Sister Abigail during the fight between Braun and...
Yeah, and then he threw him in the swamp and all that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like November time.
That was before. That was in SummerSlam.
Was it SummerSlam or Survivor Series? I don't know, Ryan. Do your job, sweetie.
That's what I'm looking up.
Because they only started to do those matches after Mania with the Undertaker and AJ shit.
Apparently, Autumn's yelling it was SummerSlam.
Oh. Well, besides the point, I'm with Steve on that one. They're not. They shouldn't be splitting up, but I don't think they're splitting up. I think they're gonna do the doll thing where she controls the Fiend. You know what I mean? And
Well,
that's
Bliss
it.
joined the Firefly
Yeah.
Funhouse October 19th.
Oh shit, Halloween. That's what it was
Yep.
for.
Oh, that makes sense.
That was the official get together.
Yeah.
It was probably SummerSlam they started building towards it, but
And she appeared. Yeah, because she was doing all
Yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
For
I don't
sure.
know what they're going with this. Whatever. It's just they have.
it's the same thing they do with tag teams. Instead of having it mean something, they just hotshot it and it's done.
Speaking of tag teams, to get excited, we had a tag team match between Damian Priest and the world's largest Hispanic superstar of all time, next to Selena Bad Bunny.
Can I can I say something?
Yeah.
Floor's yours, boss.
I owe Amanda an apology because I was so
Everyone-
beyond impressed with Bad Bunny. It didn't look like a guy who just tried to wing it. This is a guy that really truly loves the business, loves the product, put the time, work, and energy in, put on a performance that a guy on the actual roster would give at a WrestleMania. Damian Priest in no way, shape, or form carried him or even had to carry him. I was beyond impressed, and I hope he comes back.
Bunny Destroyer.
Oh yeah.
I literally jumped out of my seat when I saw the Canadian Destroyer on the outside. I said, "Is this fucking for? This is a what?" Like
Yeah.
I was blown away. I am so beyond impressed. He has my utmost respect, and I would officially consider him a professional wrestler.
That was insane.
Anyone
Most people would have
disagree?
died.
Oh, you did a great job.
No.
Yeah, that's true. Raw
Agreed.
doesn't work with logic. We all agree with you there. But yeah, does anyone disagree with that?
No.
No.
Great match. Best celebrity match.
I don't
he
even
was doing-
consider it a celebrity match with what that kid.
Oh, I'm just saying, like,
He trained for so
as a
long.
compliment.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
Randy, listen, when Randy Orton starts tweeting that this kid has earned my respect and he's now, I don't consider him a celebrity, I consider him a WWE superstar.
Yeah.
That's when you know you did a good job because Randy doesn't give those compliments out to most of the
No.
average wrestlers in the locker room. So
That's
he
a true
did that.
story.
He said he said he saw him in the weight room. He saw him in the ring at least 4-5 hours a day.
It's amazing.
There are current people on the roster that don't do that and think their shit don't stink.
Exactly. And he was doing little things like holding the tag rope.
Yeah.
He headbutted somebody and then he like shook his head like it hurt. Like some people would just go in there like I'm just gonna headbutt you and it doesn't hurt ever. And like he did like he was doing all these little wrestler things.
He
that-
paid attention to details.
But he's I think the point is like we said, exactly to Amanda what she said. He's a real fan.
Yeah.
He's just like, you know, any one of us has watched it since he was a kid. In almost every single one of his songs, he mentions some wrestler or
Yeah.
some promo. He does half of his ad libs and his gimmicks. But
All the props.
there it is. But he really did a good job. I mean, I gotta still give kudos to Morrison and Priest for actually putting this match on because we all know that it was
Yes.
their spots and they were beyond the psychology of it.
Takes
Priest
two
was
to
actually-
tango.
This is true, and Priest was actually injured, so he had to scale back a little bit. I did want to selfishly want to see Priest kind of come off because he's a beast in the ring. You know, I want
Yes.
to see a couple of good spots, but I think it was awesome of him to be big enough to let Bunny, get a little love and burn, and that was one fucking hell. Even the Miz, Miz is great no matter what he does. He's a fucking
Yeah.
hysterical actor, so that shit was good.
I'll
And
have
even
one
Miz,
critique,
even
though.
Miz was very impressed with his performance too. He made comment of that.
When they painted his Bugatti, that shit was hysterical.
It was good paint for a little just quick.
That was
Yeah,
so
to wipe
funny.
him out. And Miz actually has a blue one. That's why. So he was breaking his balls about it.
Though for the entrance, I wish Damian Priest actually a bow and arrow for that.
Yeah.
I know me and Vince
Oh,
were agreeing on that. And do the cane effect on the pirate ship since there's LED boards for the
Yeah, or like
sales?
the remember when the Dudley Boys would have the little Like they could have done.
Oh,
that
that's what
kind
I'm
of-
saying. Like it's an arch
Yeah.
arrow, and then the LED boards for the sales just erupt.
He's not big enough of a name yet, guys. Give him some time.
Yeah, he's not there.
He's
yet.
gonna earn his promo. He's gonna get
But
it.
how many times are you going to get a pirate ship on the stage?
That's
I
true
mean,
too.
you
Yeah.
just have to have WrestleMania in Tampa twice in a row.
Yeah, or you could just play Smash Brothers.
Yeah. So then, the next night, Bad Bunny gets a going away vignette where Triple H tells him what a good job he does and then hands him a case. And I was like, this motherfucker did not just hand him a Money in the Bank to tell him to come back anytime.
Oh my
thought it
god,
was-
that
that
would have
would've
been
been
hilarious though.
I thought he was going to be like, you did so good. You can challenge for any title whenever you want. But no, he gave him a case. He opened it up. It was not a dildo. It was a microphone. Lil Nas
That
X
you
doesn't
know
know
of.
the difference. So, no, it was his like custom microphone, and then he drove off on the top of the 18-wheeler that he rode in on, and it was promoting at the end promote his
His
Ultima Tour del Mundo or whatever it is, the last tour of the world, his last tour, world
Yeah.
tour. I don't know. Supposedly his last world tour. It never is.
Yeah,
Nothing
there's
is-
always
Well,
another.
hey, listen, maybe it is, and maybe he's gonna come back as a full-time wrestler. It's possible.
Hey, maybe Jake
True.
Paul or Logan Paul, whatever his name is, comes back.
That's a big mistake if he does that. But yeah,
It was Logan Paul. It wasn't Jake.
Why is that a mistake?
Is Jake the real? The Jake's like
to
the
have
actual
Bad
guy.
Bunny come in as a full-time wrestler,
Yeah, why is that a mistake?
because that's a
He needs
mistake.
more money. He will make way more money doing his music, and he doesn't
Yeah.
have to take bumps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if he loves it,
I just don't. It's not. It's listen. You can do an occasional match and do a great job, but to maintain it, I don't know. I don't see it.
I don't think he should come in full time. I don't think any celebrity should really try and do that to come
Yeah.
in full time. Aside from Pat McAfee.
Name one celebrity who can actually pull that off. They don't exist.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
I
Bad
don't
Bunny and
believe
Pat McAfee are the only two that have been able to do it.
After his performance, I
Stephen Amell. I don't know.
Yeah, he did good.
Pat Bunny was up. Yeah.
Stephen
Amell,
Amell
don't
was
say Pat
terrible.
Bunny. He's
I
wrestled
want
a
to
couple
punch.
matches,
I'd punch Robin Hood in the face. Fuck that guy.
and he's in a new show. He's on a new. Him and Cody are on a wrestling show. Like a.
I hope Cody breaks his fucking jaw. I hate that guy. It's his face that bothers me.
Oh my god, that's funny.
He's like you with the Daniel Bryan, just nothing to do with him.
Danny Bryan is brutal. Oh god.
All
All right, I digress. What's up next?
So on I'm gonna ruin what you said about the microphone. Everything is a dildo if you're brave enough.
Oh, Lord.
okay.
Lil Nas X definitely knows that for sure.
Oh, God.
And there goes any endorsements we ever hoped on having anytime soon.
I was not thinking that until Vince was like, it wasn't a dildo. I'm like, everything could be.
Somebody commented online after that thing was like, "Why did he hold a big red dildo?" And I'm like, "It's not. What are you stupid? Somebody has to be really like they must not have their glasses on. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with somebody."
Oh, it was a toll microphone. I know. But
Yeah, it
Dude,
was-
I had mine off and I still knew it was a microphone, okay?
But I saw.
All right, so
comments
how-
online. That's the first thing I
How
saw.
about the Lashley McIntyre match? What do you guys think of that?
Boring.
Yeah,
It was what it was, and then
anticlimactic, shitty ending.
they had
I'm surprised Lashley won.
I'm surprised Lashley won.
I'm glad he won.
Then they also
I am
gave-
too. I'm glad he won.
Yeah,
They gave Drew McIntyre the out by passing out in the thing instead of tapping out, which
yeah.
is kind of again at WrestleMania. It's kind of a shitty ending because like you want a definitive tap out or knockout or pinfall.
But he's a heel, and they got to save both characters. So I like
I
that.
disagree.
What
like,
I
he-
don't like is him looking. He looked at Paul Heyman for no reason at all. It was like the
Yeah.
slowest fucking turn, and then he just lost. It makes no fucking sense. It was stupid.
So
That was stupid.
Yeah.
McIntyre, but now McIntyre,
Yeah,
they're just running it back. He won on Monday
He
Night
won
Raw.
last night, yeah.
So this will be the
No,
fourth
it matters.
fucking time we see them do this. Four
WrestleMania
times.
didn't matter. You can just get another rematch whenever you want because you're one of the only 3 guys that's over 6.5 feet tall on the roster. Like what the fuck? It's just
Yeah.
the stupidest thing.
and then you have the next pay-per-view called WrestleMania Backlash.
I kind of like that.
WrestleMania
I actually
Backlash.
do too.
Yeah,
I
they did
kinda like
slap
that.
the.
It's like everything we fucked up at WrestleMania. Let's try to fix it in Backlash.
No, I'm just joking. Like you were saying, we're rolling with it again.
The rewind.
Yeah.
It's even in the pay-per-view title.
Oh, I like the WrestleMania rewind. They should do that next year. That's
Yeah.
a good one. Remember that? That was a good
Yeah,
one.
that was good shit. You know, we're talking about all the stuff that was like really good and everything that was good in like night one and night two. We haven't talked about Mandy Rose yet.
Oh, are we supposed to?
Oh, don't.
Oh, come on. That was hysterical.
I think it was, but I think she handled it well.
I think she did
I
too.
mean,
good.
it was
I mean,
funny, but
Dana Brooks' titty came out. That was crazy.
You saw that? Mm-hmm.
Carmella's nip too.
Yeah, that was
That
kinda
was the
crazy.
more entertaining parts of the tag team turmoil.
I didn't even see it.
Wrestling wasn't.
My wife saw it. She goes, "Look, her titties." I was like, "Wait, where?"
I missed that. I missed a nip slip and a boob.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
I seen him.
One thing I think
I
we learned
seen it.
I seen it.
through this whole experiment of WrestleMania on 2 nights, I think the lesson is
They need to go back to one.
there are some matches that
I
aren't
don't know.
WrestleMania worthy. And
I
we
don't agree.
had one night with 8 or 9 matches instead of 2 nights with 14, because some of the shit doesn't matter. The contender tag team tournament, the tag team thing to win the women's tag team
Doesn't
contendership,
matter.
fuck it.
But
The
how
women's
many
tag-
times have we talked about it where all the roster doesn't get a shot, right? A lot of matches
Yeah.
we would want to see. I
your way
think the lesson learned is make programs that make sense, have good stories, build up to WrestleMania, and then actually make the card make fucking sense.
But
You know,
that's
like-
Right. It's like there's never been a tag team turmoil for men or women prior to Saturday night, as far as I can recall.
like
Not at
that.
Mania.
Not exactly, not at Mania. I don't think it's ever existed before. So why when
I
you're
think
trying-
we've had multi-man for the championship,
Yeah, but not tag.
not for the number 1 contender though.
That's true too.
Yeah, it's just that it was weird. Like, settle your
Because I
number
remember there was, I want to say it was a 6-team elimination match at Mania before.
Yeah, that was terrible too.
Yeah,
But elimination match is different than a turmoil match, though.
yeah.
This is true. But he,
They're
No,
all,
I
I
just
think
went-
they're all on ringside at the same time.
it should be fucking Texas Tornado, old school. Everyone going in there.
Yeah, something
See
like
what
that.
the fuck
exactly.
happens, because you put Natalia and fucking Tamina in the tag team like 3 days before WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and then you give them the fucking win.
They
Who's
were a
running
team
this
for a
shit?
couple weeks.
Yeah, that
To
made
Yeah.
me
be fair.
Even
Last
still, though,
time-
what 2-3
God.
weeks versus Nia and
So-
Shayna's being together?
Yeah.
What?
Tamina was so fucking blown up, she couldn't even jump off the top ropes. I felt so bad.
Yeah,
I really
she had
did.
a tough time towards the end. She was
She
huffing,
couldn't
but
fucking
Yeah.
get up
I will.
there.
I will say this. Overall, I think hands down, worlds better Mania than last year for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Overall, I still think it was a good show. There are some things that we're going to agree to disagree on, but that's the beauty of the show. Raw was pretty much a letdown in terms of the Raw being after Mania. Great to see the Viking Raiders return and get a big win. Love that. Charlotte, I mean, listen, we knew that was coming, so whatever. She looked great. But overall, Raw
It
was
was a
pretty
good promo,
lackluster.
though.
It was a great promo.
Right.
They're going to continue this Bobby Lashley shit with Drew McIntyre after the triple threat match. We still don't know very much about Fiend and Bliss, even though we got explanations from both. We'll have to see where this goes. But ultimately, it was an exciting weekend. It was great to see the crowd back. It was kind of a real ball buster to have that Saturday, Sunday, and then Raw be back in the Thunderdome. But, it is what it is. We're just not there yet. But overall, I think it was pretty solid. And believe it or not, it has already taken us
Oh,
to
boy.
the very top of the hour.
Shit.
Yes, it has.
Blink and it was
And it
over.
And it was so great to have everyone back here today, except for Eric. You're missed. Come back when you're ready.
Yeah,
But
Eric, come back soon.
but
And Bob, hey, Bob's going home soon, right?
Yeah. Right?
Bob is home. He came home on Thursday.
Excellent.
All right.
Even
So
better.
he did actually watch most of WrestleMania and everything, and I had to explain a lot to him. So he said next week he'll fix the Google voice so he doesn't sound like he's saying fish flopper.
fantastic. All right, Vince, take it away.
Sounds like a plan, man. All right. So you were listening to the War Report brought to you by tagmeadate.com. Of course, you can follow us on social media at tagmeadate, tagmeadate, no spaces. Look on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope. Most places on social media, you'll find us at Tag Me a Date, no spaces. If you'd like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, go to YouTube. Again, you type in Tag Me a Date in the search bar. Hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get alerted when we go live or when we upload a new video. We go live Tuesday, 7 p.m. on Eastern Time. We're not just on YouTube. We also broadcast Facebook Live. We broadcast on Periscope, and we broadcast on Twitch, twitch.tv/War Report. That's all of our video stuff, I believe. And if you prefer the audio version of the podcast, Ryan takes the audio from this podcast and makes an MP3 file, puts it up on the podcast app of your choice, pretty much. Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and Google Play Podcasts are all options where, again, you can search for either Tag Me a Date or The War Report. You'll see our podcast up. Hit that subscribe button. And I think that's it for this week.
James, for real, thanks for the participation. We always appreciate the fans coming in and dropping some lines, so we appreciate you and look forward to having you back next week.
Yes, thank you.
All right. See you next week.
Vince is gone.
Did
See you
Vince
next week.
freeze?